Good morning, guys. It's gonna be a different video again today. So I'm driving out to the Sawyer's house right now, and I kind of woke up a little late. I'm trying to get there around 9 o'clock. So I woke up at 7:30, gave me 30 minutes to kind of wake up and grab everything I need, and now I'm heading out there. But I'm waking up, I'm doing all right. I figured I'd just do a quick video here driving. I'm about to cross the river. Let's see if you guys can see, hopefully. Yeah. That's an awesome view. You probably didn't get a very good one, but it's starting to get packed now that the weather's getting better, and which is cool and horrible at the same time. So basically, during the week, you're all right to do whatever you want down by the river, but on the weekends, it's already getting packed. The bridge right there is where they bring all the kayaks and rafts and all that type of stuff. They bring those to, from the resorts up the way. They drop them off and they float down river. So I guess this is the start, which is cool. And I was joking with Dutch, and I said, I need to make a YouTube tent, like one of those, just like, I don't even know what you call, like a canopy tent. And it's YouTube on top, the Crockers. It probably cost me a couple $100, but sit out there on weekends and just promote myself. And it's funny, but I think I would do it, to be completely honest, just because it'd be a funny video, it'd be a funny skit. I'd probably meet a ton of awesome people and probably a lot of drunk people at the same time. Some of them are probably awesome, but some of them are probably annoying. You know how that goes. And I thought it'd be funny, so I'm gonna look into it. And if it's not too much money, I'm gonna do it. And whenever I used to work with bands, that's what we did. We would do these festival tours, and all summer long, you'd have to go basically these huge parking lots. They'd have these big shows, and there'd be several hundred bands, and each band had a canopy tent with their name on the top. So you could see them from far away and be like, oh, I want to go meet that band. Let's go over there whenever they're doing signings or whatever the case may be. So why not do that on the river? Why not bring that aspect to YouTube? Why not? Guys, look at this. I don't know if you can see that or not. I love this little drive right here. It's through these trees. I don't know, it's just a cool little tunnel way. I'm pretty much giving away where I live, but that's all right. Some of you crazies already found me anyways. So yeah, I just figured I would do a different type of video, just me driving, just kind of what I'm doing. And so basically, I need to go get some porch post for my house out at the Sawyer, since I'm doing cedar, and I don't want to buy them because that is crazy expensive. So just for reference, I started looking them up on like Facebook Market, like people locally that have cedar trees and cut them down just for a post. Sorry guys if this is a super bumpy video today. I'm just doing it by hand, and I think the camera will fix it a little bit. It always looks real bumpy whenever I'm doing it, and then it's smoother, so hopefully it's not too bad. But just for reference, I was looking it up, and each cedar post, people were charging like 20 bucks a cedar post. And then to mill it up, cedar slabs, they were charging $20 a slab. So you're probably making $100 on a tree just by cutting it, which is crazy to me, but it is what it is. And that's the beauty of this sawmill, is over the time, I'm gonna end up basically saving a ton of money, because I'm trying to not film so high right now because it's really gonna give away where I live. But I'll be saving a ton of money if, we mill up, once we mill up basically $3,000 worth of lumber, it paid for itself. And then anything after that is profit as far as the use of the sawmill. And I have given the Sawyers 100% full access, or whatever you want to call it, permission, I guess, to use the sawmill. And use it for whatever they need or whatever the case may be. And I don't know if Jacob texted me one day and was like, hey, so what mixture do I put in here? So hopefully they're using it and not just to mill up lumber for me. That's not what I want. I want them to use it for their own benefit. And that's the whole point, is we're basically trading one dream for the other dream. So I was very fortunate, and I was able to get a sawmill, and my dad kind of helped me with that too and stuff. And so the Sawyers are very fortunate and have a ton of cedar trees. Well, they don't want the cedar trees. They want cedar wood, but they don't want cedar trees. So figured, hey, you have cedar trees that I want. I have a sawmill that you want. Let's come together. Let's help each other out. Boom. Friends helping friends. And I think that's the biggest thing, is friends helping friends. And it's funny because Kevin's probably watching this from Midnight's Farm. And he said, dude, I am so jealous of your mini bike and your sawmill. And I was like, yeah, I've got this pretty cool toys or whatever. So I'm not gonna let them use either one, just because it's Kevin and I like to mess with the guy. And yeah, Kevin's pretty mean to me. If you've gotten on the family page, he'll throw me under the bus with things that aren't even going on just to mess with me. And it's pretty entertaining. He'll put something on there like, oh man, it's sure gonna suck whenever you quit. Would you please sell me your laptop and camera when you quit? I'd like to have it. And I'm just like, oh, you turd. And then he'll text me, be like, wait for this. And then I'll get people commenting saying, oh, don't quit. And then it's funny. It's really funny. And that's kind of the relationship Kevin and I have, is just picking on each other. And same thing with Jacob, if you can't tell, me and Jacob. And Dutch too. I mean, that's the cool thing about, I guess, all my friends, is we all talk trash. And I know people think talking trash is bad, but in our little circle and type of people that we are, when we're not talking trash to you, that's the problem. And I want a lot of you guys to realize that just because trash talking isn't always bad, and it is if there's no humor in it and you don't really know the person. But on the family page, I don't remember the name of the homestead, Allen something homestead or something to that, I can't remember, but they commented on a post that Jared was talking trash, and they commented something on there like, oh, it's gonna take him forever, blah blah blah, because they're talking about me being a princess. And I knew they were joking, but I kind of joked back, and I guess mine seemed a little too serious. But they were like, oh man, I didn't mean, I wasn't trying to talk trash, I was just poking fun at you. And I was like, no, so was I. But that's the hard part, when you don't know somebody, you can't really do that too much, because it could be taken the wrong way. And so I guess I've kind of been in weird situations like that before. So I guess always just remember your audience and who you're talking to whenever you do talk a certain way. So I don't know, it's a lesson for everybody, for sure. But I am gonna be pulling up around these bins. These are cool little bins too. I wish I could show you, but they're pretty crazy, and I'm not gonna be filming it. But yeah, hopefully it's a good day at the Sawyer's house. Yesterday was no rain. Hopefully today will be no rain. And I think I've really lucked out. Ever since I found that cardinal, I haven't been stuck in rain. I know I just jinxed that and it's gonna rain all day today. But I don't know. I don't feel different because of the cardinal. It was just a sign to me. And a lot of people said cardinals are kind of like your spirit, like a spirit coming to see you or whatever. And the weird thing is, so it was Mother's Day recently, and I was thinking about my grandma, not my granny, but my grandma, my mom's mom. She's from Alabama. My mom is, and both of her parents have passed away. And I was thinking about her, and I thought about, it's Mother's Day, and, happy Mother's Day to my mom and granny. And then I thought about, just in my head, I didn't say it or anything in the video, but I was like, I wonder if grandma's looking down on me right now. And then the next freaking day, there's a cardinal. So who knows? It may have been, you know, it may have been my grandma just being like, hey, I'm good. And I'll say this last thing real quick before I get off. But so whenever my grandma passed away, Jared and I were in college. We had just started college, and my dad called us. We had a cell phone that cost like 25 cents a minute, so you never used it. And text messages were like 10 cents a text, so you just never used it, only for emergency. So we got a phone call from my dad, and we were like, oh man, if he's calling, it's important. And so he called and he said, hey, your grandma's not doing well. At this point, my mom was already in Alabama taking care of her, and said, leave school, drive home. We're driving to Alabama. And it's like a 13-hour drive. So we went home, packed clothes, drove to Alabama. And my grandma kept telling my mom, I don't want to go until the boys get here. I want them to know I'm okay. And we got there. We got in the waiting room real early in the morning. They wouldn't let us visit. She passed away right before we were able to go into visitation. So she waited till we got there, and then she passed away. We weren't able to see her, but she was there. And that night, we were staying at our grandparents' house, and me and Jared were in the living room, sleeping on the floor. We're about to go to sleep, and it was quiet, and Jared just said, what'd you say? And I said, nothing. He said, no, you just said something. I said, no, I didn't say anything. And he said, and this is crazy, he said, someone just said, I'm okay. That's crazy. So Jared, oh, this is getting me. So Jared heard a voice in dead silence say, I'm okay. So that story always gets me. But maybe the cardinal was her. I don't know. It's, you know, I want to believe it was, and I want to believe that she's doing good, and she's up there with my grandpa and my other grandpa, and she's doing fine. So I'll leave it at that. I can't really talk a lot more because that moment always gets me, but hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope this video wasn't too crazy bouncy. If it was, I apologize. Maybe just listen to it and not watch it, but a little late for that, I guess. But I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys, you know, sticking around and following my life and supporting me and stuff. I really do. I really, truly appreciate it. And I think I got some changes coming to the channel pretty soon for the better, I think. Some of you guys may not like it. I think I'm going to really like it, so that's what I got to go with. But I will see y'all guys next time, probably later on the Crockers, I guess. And yeah, hope you guys have an awesome day.